Well, he should be worried. I mean, this country has been welcoming to migrants for decades, centuries, as indeed Ed indicates, but welcoming to them in numbers which we can cope with. And 300,000 net migration every year, a new city every year. The question is quite right. Mary's quite right. It overwhelms the ability of schools, hospitals, housing, which we cannot change very fast, is overwhelmed. Young people can't afford houses as a result. Ed says it makes more money. Well, I'm afraid these numbers don't stand up. Those numbers are based on the very real and proper calculation that most migrants come here to work. They don't come here to be dependent on benefits. And so that calculation of how much benefits claimed, how much tax is paid, on that basis is right. But that doesn't take on board all the extra public services. It doesn't take on board all the extra transport. It doesn't take on board all the other pressures on society that it creates. And that's not the fault of the migrant. If I were a Romanian, I'd be here now. If I were a Greek, young Greek, I'd be here now because this is where the jobs are. But it's the government's responsibility, and this is out of control. Full stop. This is out of control. And what the government ought to do is to get this back in control for the interests of the country and, frankly, also for the interests of many of the migrants. And the only way that can be done is by leaving the European Union. Because